Mighty Mouse is an American animated anthropomorphic superhero mouse character created by the Terrytoons studio for 20th Century Fox. The character made its first appearance in 1942 and subsequently appeared in 80 theatrical films produced between 1942 and 1961. These films later appeared on American television from 1955 through 1967 on the CBS television network on Saturday mornings. The character went through two later revivals, once by Filmation Studios in 1979, and again in 1987 by animation director Ralph Bakshi, who had worked at the Terrytoons studio during his early career. Mighty Mouse has also appeared in comics and other media. History: the character was originally conceived by Paul Terry. Created as a parody of Superman, he first appeared in 1942 in a theatrical animated short titled The Mouse of Tomorrow. His original name was Super Mouse, but after 7 films produced with that name from 1942 to 1943, it was changed to Mighty Mouse for 1944's The Wreck of the Hesperus, after Paul Terry learned that another character named Super Mouse was to be published by Marvel Comics. Beginning in 1945, some Mighty Mouse episodes had operatic dialogue, and he was drawn slightly differently. Both changes were an attempt to take advantage of the growing popularity of singer and actor Mario Lanza, beginning with Mighty Mouse and the Pirates. Others included Gypsy Life and the Crackpot King. Mighty Mouse's adventures later focused on Pearl Pureheart and Oil Can Harry. These episodes were always sung by the characters. His appearance: Mighty Mouse was first drawn wearing a blue costume with red trunks and cape, similar to Superman. Later, this outfit was changed to a yellow costume with red trunks and cape. In various theatrical shorts, those colors were reversed. Roy Haley, Esser, was the first actor to provide the voice of Mighty Mouse, a role later filled by voice actors Tom Morrison and Alan Swift. In The New Adventures of Mighty Mouse and Heckle and Jekyll, Alan Oppenheimer provided the voice, and during the run of Mighty Mouse, The New Adventures, Mighty Mouse was voiced by Patrick Pinney. His powers: Mighty Mouse's superpowers included flight, superstrength, and invulnerability. In some films he had X-ray vision and used psychokinesis. He was also able to turn back time in the Johnstown flood in Krakatoa. Other cartoons showed him leaving a red trail during flight that he manipulated like a band of solid, flexible matter. Recurring characters: Mighty Mouse featured 2 recurring female leads. In the cartoon shorts, it was a mouse named Pearl Pureheart, but while in the comics published in the 1950s and 1960s, the character was named Mitzi. His recurring archenemy is an evil villain cat named Oil Can Harry, who originated as a human in earlier Terrytoons as the enemy of Fanny Zilch. Show formula: the early formula of each story consisted of a crisis needing extraordinary help to resolve. At the decisive moment, Mighty Mouse came to the rescue. In the early films, Mighty Mouse would not appear until nearly 3/4 of the way through the cartoon. Beginning with a fight to the finish, the storyline usually begins with Mighty Mouse and Pearl Pureheart already in a desperate situation, as if they were in the next chapter of the serial. Mighty Mouse cartoons spoofed the cliffhanger serials of silent films as well as the classic operettas of stage that were still popular at the time. The characters often sing mock opera songs during these cartoons. Mighty Mouse sings tenor, Pearl is a soprano, and Oil Can Harry a bass baritone. Mighty Mouse is also famous for singing Here I Come to Save the Day when flying into action. In several of the Mighty Mouse cartoons, whenever he achieved the most impossible physical tasks, the narrator exclaimed, first softly, "What a mouse!" then loudly, "What a mouse!" The early Mighty Mouse cartoons often portray Mighty Mouse as a ruthless fighter. One of his most frequent tactics is to fly under the chin of an enemy and let loose a volley of blows, subduing the opponent through sheer physical punishment. Villains: while his typical opponents are nondescript cats, Mighty Mouse occasionally battles specific villains, though most of them appear in only 1 or 2 films. Several of the earliest Super Mouse films feature the cats as thinly veiled caricatures of the Nazis, hunting down mice and marching them into concentration camp like traps to what would otherwise be their doom. The Bat Cats, alien cats with bat wings and wheels for feet, appeared in 2 cartoons. In 2 other shorts between 1949 and 1950 he faces a huge, dim-witted, but super-strong cat named Julius Pinhead Schlabotka whose strength rivals Mighty Mouse's own. In rare moments, he confronts non-feline adversaries, such as human bad guy Bad Bill Bunyan and his horse, or the automatic mousetrap, a brontosaur-shaped robotic monster. In another cartoon, titled The Green Line, the cats live on one side of the main street of a town and the mice on the other with a green line down the middle of the street serving as the dividing line. They agree to keep the peace as long as no one crosses it. An evil entity, a Satan cat, starts the cats and mice fighting. At the end, Mighty Mouse is cheered by mice and cats alike. At least one episode of Mighty Mouse, Wolf, has fallen into public domain and is available at the Internet Archive. The 1945 film, Gypsy Life was nominated for an Oscar in the category of Short Subject. Mighty Mouse Playhouse Mighty Mouse had little impact as a theatrical feature, but became Terrytoons' most popular character and a cultural icon on television. CBS purchased the Terrytoons studio from Paul Terry in 1955. The Mighty Mouse Playhouse aired on Saturday mornings from December 10, 1955 until September 2, 1967, using the existing feature film library. Only 3 new cartoons were produced after the sale. The final season included a new feature, The Mighty Heroes. The show's theme song was credited on some early vinyls to the Terrytooners, Mitch Miller and Orchestra. However, writer Mark Evania credits a group called the Sandpipers. The New Adventures of Mighty Mouse and Heckle and Jekyll In the late 1970s and early 1980s, Filmation made television cartoons starring Mighty Mouse and fellow Terrytoon characters Heckle and Jekyll in a show called The New Adventures of Mighty Mouse and Heckle and Jekyll. In that show, 2 new characters were introduced, a vampire duck named Quakula, and Oil Can Harry's bumbling, large, but swift-running, henchman Swifty. The show premiered in 1979 and lasted for 2 seasons. It spawned a limited theatrical release matinee movie, Mighty Mouse in the Great Space Chase, released December 10, 1982. In the Filmation series and movies, Mighty Mouse and Oil Can Harry were voiced by veteran voice artist Alan Oppenheimer, and Pearl Pureheart was voiced by Diane Pershing. Mighty Mouse, The New Adventures In 1987 and 1988, animation producer Ralph Bakshi created a new series of Mighty Mouse cartoons entitled Mighty Mouse, The New Adventures for the CBS Saturday morning children's lineup. In the series, Mighty Mouse has a real identity, Mike Mouse, and a sidekick, Scrappy Mouse, the Little Orphan. Though a children's cartoon, its heavy satirical tone, risque humor and adult jokes made the Bakshi Mighty Mouse series a collector's item for collectors of older television series. The best-remembered episode of this series featured a crossover with Mighty Mouse and another Bakshi creation, The Mighty Heroes. In this 1988 episode, the Mighty Heroes were middle-aged men and were all lawyers. Old channel for the Cartoon Network UK, Fox Kids, TVRI, and ABC TV. Later years. Marvel Comics produced a 10-issue comic book series in 1990 and 1991. Nothing new has been produced using the Mighty Mouse character except for an arcade game by Atari and a 2001 The Power of Cheese television commercial. That commercial shows Mighty Mouse dining calmly on cheese in a restaurant, utterly unconcerned with a scene of chaos and terror visibly unfolding in the street outside. The commercial was hastily withdrawn in the wake of the September 11, 2001 attacks. The rights to Mighty Mouse are now divided as a result of the 2006 corporate split of Viacom into 2 separate companies. CBS Operations owns the ancillary rights and trademarks to the character, while Paramount Home Entertainment CBS Home Entertainment holds home video rights. The first official release of Mighty Mouse material has been announced and what is now CBS Television Distribution has television syndication rights. Feature film adaptation, as early as 2004, Paramount Pictures, Filmation Studios and Nickelodeon Movies announced their intention to bring Mighty Mouse back to the motion picture screen with a CGI Mighty Mouse feature film and was tentatively scheduled to be released sometime in 2013. However, this did not happen as the film is still in development. Criticism. Mighty Mouse, The New Adventures was the subject of media controversy when one scene was interpreted as a depiction of cocaine use. In the episode The Littlest Tramp, a poor mouse girl attempts to sell flowers, and is repeatedly harassed by a rich man who crashes her flowers. She runs out of flowers and makes new ones from sundry items she finds, such as tomato slices, but the man crashes these too. Mighty Mouse attempts to purchase the flowers with his chunk of cheese, and to avenge the girl, but she gives Mighty Mouse the crushed flowers and insists that others need help more than she does. After successfully saving several different characters, he is reminded of the girl, and attempts to smell the flowers she gave him, inhaling them in the process. He then finds the man that has been harassing the girl, and spanks him. The girl is sympathetic to the man, and he is so moved that the two are married. A family in Kentucky saw the episode and reportedly interpreted the scene as Mighty Mouse snorting cocaine. The family called the American Family Association in Tupelo, Mississippi. The group demanded Bakshi be removed from production of the series. Bakshi and CBS denied the allegations, Bakshi stating the whole incident smacks of McCarthyism. "I'm not going to get into who sniffs what. This is lunacy." To defuse the controversy, Bakshi agreed to cut the 3.5 seconds from the episode. Reverend Donald Wildman claimed that the editing was a de facto admission of cocaine use, though Bakshi maintained that the episode was totally innocent. "It's because of Fritz that they're going after Mighty Mouse. I grew up in Brownsville and Brooklyn and attended high school for industrial arts. I remember teachers who quit. Because of McCarthyism they weren't able to teach what they wanted. This is the same thing. Mighty Mouse was happy after smelling the flowers because it helped him remember the little girl who sold it to him fondly. But even if you're right, their accusations become part of the air we breathe. That's why I cut the scene. I can't have children wondering if Mighty Mouse is using cocaine." Cultural influences. In the book Astro Boy Essays, author Frederick L. Schott quotes Japanese animator Osamu Tezuka as saying that Mighty Mouse was the influence that inspired him to name his well-known character Mighty Atom. He also chose to imitate Mighty Mouse's signature flying pose with one arm stretched ahead with a clenched fist. Mighty Mouse was featured on famed guitarist Tom Scholz's Les Paul guitar. The song Astro Man by Jimi Hendrix, a part of the Black Gold session, includes a version of the Here I Come to Save the Day. Fanfare. Apple trademark dispute. On August 2, 2005, Apple released the company's first multi-control USB computer mouse. The product was designed by Mitsumi Electric and premiered under the name Apple Mighty Mouse. Apple continued to use the name when the product was redesigned as a Bluetooth device in 2006. Prior to release, CBS licensed the right to use the Mighty Mouse name to Apple. In 2008, Man and Machine, Incorporated, a company that produces medical-grade, chemical-resistant mice and keyboards, sued both Apple and CBS for trademark infringement. Man and Machine claimed that it had used the name since 2004 and that CBS did not have the right to license the name for computer peripherals. In 2009, the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office ruled in favor of Man and Machine and Apple changed the name of their product to the Apple Mouse. Cartoons. Terrytoons theatrical shorts. The first 7 films starred the character named Super Mouse. In these early films, the character's costume is much closer in design to that of Superman. The next 73 films changed the character's name to Mighty Mouse. Comics. Mighty Mouse's first comic book appearance was in Terrytoons Comics No. 38, published by Timely Comics. Mighty Mouse was featured in Terrytoons Comics No. 38-85, Paul Terry's Comics No. 86-125. Mighty Mouse was also featured in 2 main titles by several different publishers, Mighty Mouse and The Adventures of Mighty Mouse. Mighty Mouse, Timely Comics No. 1-4. St. John Publications No. 5-67 Pines Comics No. 68-83, The Adventures of Mighty Mouse St. John Publications No. 126-128 Pines Comics No. 129-144 Dell Comics No. 145 Gold to 155 Gold Key Comics No. 156-160 Dell Comics No. 161-172, Mighty Mouse, Marvel Comics, No. 1-10, based on the Ralph Bakshi version. Other appearances: the movie Orgy, some brief clips, as well as a commercial featuring Mighty Mouse. Homicide, Life on the Street, in the episode, Bad Medicine, Tim and Brody are watching a black-and-white Mighty Mouse cartoon episode in Tim's living room after Brody moves in as a temporary roommate. South Park's Imagination Land, Mighty Mouse appears in Imagination Land. Confessions of a Superhero, Mighty Mouse toy scene, Robot Chicken, in the episode, We Are a Humble Factory, Mighty Mouse tricks another mouse into a mouse trap. NCIS, Los Angeles, G. Mighty Mouse is on the TV as Sam and Kenzie enter the house. MAD. DVD releases, Mighty Mouse, The New Adventures, the first official release of Mighty Mouse material, was released on January 5, 2010. The animated short Wolf Wolf, the only Mighty Mouse cartoon in the public domain, has been released on low-budget DVDs and VHS tapes numerous times. Video games, in October 2008, Terrytoons, Mighty Mouse, a series of 2 Pachinko games, has been released in Japan by Fuji Shoji. In February 22, 2012, a video game titled Mighty Mouse My Hero was released for iOS, having also an exclusive version for iPad named Mighty Mouse My Hero HD. Further reading, The Animated Movie Guide by Jerry Beck, Chicago Review Press, October 2005, ISBN 978-55652-591-9, unfiltered, The Complete Ralph Bakshi, Universe, April 2008, ISBN 978-0-7893-1684-4, Castle Films, A Hobbyist's Guide by Scott McGillivray, iUniverse, Incorporated, ISBN 978-0-595-32491-0, The Encyclopedia of Cartoon Superstars. From A To, by John Corney and Jim Korkis, Pioneer Books, November 1990, ISBN 978-1-55698-269-9, Who's Who in Animated Cartoons, by Jeff Lenberg, Applause Books, June 1, 2006, ISBN 1-55783-671-X, Modern Masters Volume 3, Bruce Timm, by Eric Nolan Wethington and Bruce Timm, Tomorrow's Publishing, June 1, 2004, ISBN 978-1-893905-30-6, Truth and Rumors, The Reality Behind TV's Most Famous Myths, by Bill Breyer, Praeger, December 30, 2007, ISBN 978-0-275-99247-7, American Animated Cartoons of the Vietnam Era, A Study of Social Commentary in Films and Television Programs, 1961-1973, Christopher P. Lehman, McFarland and Company, October 27, 2006, ISBN 978-0-7864-2818-2. References. External links. Mighty Mouse at the Internet Movie Database, Mighty Mouse at the Big Cartoon Database, Mighty Mouse at TV.com, Mighty Mouse at showsondvd.com, Terrytoons, the TV series at Toon Tracker.